The second generation of absolutely wonderful movie toys. Spartan same leather pants. How do I wear this thing? After the release of Spartan 300 that year, the official grand launch, Spartan leather underpants of the same style in the movie, $89. Full of philosophy. It can be seen from the video. The workmanship of this thing is very rough, and its usage scenarios. I never figured it out. You said put it in the display case like the rest of the perimeter. Is it a little perverted? If you wear it, then the look and feel should be more perverted than putting it in the cabinet. Of course, some people like, and I think the only thing that works, is to use huge sums of money to customize the full set of Spartan equipment, with shields, spears, capes and helmets, and then put it on for Comic-Con. The premise is that you have to have a strong heart, plus a strong figure. More bizarre than these underpants. Movie toys from the horror film Human Centipede. It's this Human Centipede necklace. $19. 9. If you haven't seen the movie, I don't really suggest you go, and friends who have seen the movie should be able to find out the degree of reduction of this necklace. It's actually quite high. Of course, I'm not praising it. Wear this thing around your neck. You can only make people think you're a pervert. Wonderful movie toy no. 3 Star Trek theme coffin. Star Trek is a super longevity IP. Started in 1966 and in 2007. A company that specializes in coffins. A burst of inspiration. This popular American drama has such a long life. His audience doesn't necessarily outlive him. If I made some Star Trek themed coffins, focus on the dying fan base, that must be sold out. So they spent huge sums of money. Buy the license from Paramount. Designed as urns and coffins, the price is equivalent to RMB 20,000. What does it mean to squeeze out the last bit of residual value of fans? They got it, but the tragedy is the plan and the reality, often a little different. Although this coffin company has a big enough brain, but I can't stand it. Fans don't buy it. Filed for bankruptcy in 2012. Wonderful movie toy no. 4. James Bond Naked Popsicle. In 2009, the United Kingdom celebrated National Ice Cream Week to more than 1,000 women. A questionnaire was sent out. Ask them what they want most. Which actor's classic film and television image to use. Make popsicles to eat. Finally, Daniel Craig's shirtless out of the bath 07. Narrowly beat veteran beautiful man Jude Law. Made into popsicles for limited sale. There are 3 flavors of pomegranate, blueberry and cranberry. After the celebration, according to statistics, by this popsicle, as a female consumer, this is not unexpected. After all, let one man lick another man. The picture is a bit blown up. But if a man really buys this popsicle, is that possible? It's a hint that you're looking for someone in the same way. Wonderful flower movie toy no. 5 Alien game of the same name. After the movie went viral that year, console game company Atari immediately followed up to buy copyright, and plans to sell it in the Christmas file of that year, after a series of negotiations, when we can finally move forward with production. Time left for developers. It's only 6 weeks, and in that era, it takes at least 6 months to develop a game. So, what to do? Fool, 6 weeks can only make a junk version of the game. Developers here are worried to death, but the company executives have already opened the champagne halftime. They firmly believe that as long as they catch this big film and television IP, even if the game is rubbish, players will also pay the bill. So it took a huge sum of money to make 5 million copies. It's Christmas stall. At the beginning, this game was very popular, but when the player buys it back, he finds that he has been fooled. After all, this game has been played in the next few decades, has remained on the throne of the worst games in history, can't sell in less than a week. At the same time, this game has become the last straw that crushed the North American mainframe market. Consumers are completely disappointed with console games. The industry's market share went from $3.4 billion. It fell to less than $100 million in one fell swoop, plunged 97%. Atari collapse. Do you feel familiar with each other? Big IP uses huge sums of money to make garbage games. I still feel full of confidence. I'm sure to win this time. Does it look like Warner's style? That's right. Atari is owned by Warner. This corporate culture is really in place.